Hey guys, this is Davin here with The Catch Today, and we are going over a few steps, mainly the new hunter process on how to get into hunting. So, whether you are a first time hunter or you know someone who is a first time hunter, they are probably going to go through this process in order to learn how to hunt. And so, many people might ask you, well, what's the process? And you might give them a bunch of jumbled information and then they get all confused. And if you're wondering why that happened, you might be at this video. Or if you're one of those confused people that's like, you know what? I got to learn some more before I understand what my friend is talking about, then this is the video for you. So let's just jump right into it. So, the first step is obviously meeting and networking with people that can actually teach you the skill. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that give you advice. Always be skeptical of advice. It could be correct, it could be incorrect. Remember, we all have biases and we might even have ulterior motives, right? So make sure you're getting advice from people who actually want the best from you and are honest. And if you find someone who is dishonest, you probably don't want to go out in the field with them with a gun. So, find someone that is honest first and then learn from them. Don't try to learn from people who are dishonest from you because you're just going to waste your time. So that is the biggest thing that I can tell you to get involved with. And then the next thing is going to be to take your hunter safety course. Now, for Nevada, we do not need a hunter safety course in order to hunt jackrabbits. So you might say, oh, yeah, that's awesome. You don't need a hunter safety license. Well, just because you don't need it doesn't mean you won't learn good skills in a hunter safety course, and it'll broaden your knowledge of the things that you should just be aware of, right? So let's increase that awareness, get that hunter safety course in, and then the next step would be to actually go in the range and try some guns that you might want to buy, right? So you might want to be looking at this video as in like, oh, what gear should I be buying today? And it's like, well, if you don't know what kind of gear you want, how about you go to the range with some people who have that gear, whether they're hunters or not, but go to the range with some people who have a hunting rifle and go try out their rifle and see, do you like it? Do you like their rifle? Do you not like their rifle? Do you like that shotgun? Do you not like it, right? And if you find something that works for you, then that's the next step is to find actually something that works for you that you want to actually hunt with and that's practical. And then you find out if it's obviously practical and legal because it has to be both. And then once you find something that's practical and legal, buy it, practice with that specifically with the ammo that you want to use. Now, we're going to create a whole different video on ammo later on, but for now, that's going to be something that you're going to have to research is what animal is going to be the best for certain types of ammo that goes with that, right? So you're going to want to find the animal that you want to hunt first and then pick the ammo to best take down that animal. So um, the next step would be to find some great hunting spots. So go scout them. Just go on some camping trips and enjoy yourself out in the wilderness. In most places in Nevada, where I live, you don't really need a gun to go camping. You could just use pepper spray. So buy some pepper spray, buy some mace. As long as you're not in a national park, you're going to be okay. And make sure that you're allowed to carry mace in all the buildings that you're actually going to be going in, or don't carry it in those buildings. So, but I don't want to scare you. The likelihood of you getting eaten by an animal in Nevada is very, very low. So, a mace will do for most of the forest areas. Um, but yeah, go out there, just enjoy the wildlife. Because if your goal is to go out on your first try with no skills, no practice, you don't know where to hunt, and how you measure success is that you kill an animal, you're going to be screwed. You're not going to get one. So um, just get out there, get used to scouting and looking animals and enjoying the entire process of hunting way before you even pull a trigger, and you'll be so much happier. So that is, you might want to be all gung ho to get started because it's hunting season coming up. Right now, at the filming of this video, it's August, and most people are thinking about, well, hunting season's in a couple of months. Actually, dove season opens up in 3 weeks here in Nevada. Antelope season is opening soon, or it's already opened, I believe. So, a lot of hunting has already happened. So, people are watching hunting videos because hunting season has pretty much officially started. So, if that's you and you want to get into it, it might be next year before you actually pull a trigger, which is okay. Just get out there and start learning, and just realize that it's all part of the process, and that you at any stage in the game there's something that you can enjoy. So that's one thing to consider. And then the next thing is to learn your wilderness skills. So while you're out there camping, great great time to practice your wilderness skills, right? You can go out, practice your fire starting skills, practice your hiding skills and your camouflage skills, scent control. So do not use deer urine for scent control. I do not recommend it at all. There are sprays that you can use that are biodegradable and not harmful to the environment, and all they do is they conceal your scent. So it makes it so you smell almost like nothing, which is the goal, right? So use a deodorant that does not have a strong smell or doesn't have a scent at all. That is going to be a good hygiene technique because you're going to want to stay hygienic. Use toothpaste if you can, that is like not scented or anything like that. If you can find it, or something to where you brush your teeth hours before you go out into the fields, that hopefully some of that minty smell kind of wears off and that you're going to be as scentless as you possibly can be. It's not that needed, but it's one of those things to where it could make a difference. And just going out and learning these wilderness skills, just practicing them will make you better over time. So the sooner you start trying, the sooner you will get better, right? And so even if it doesn't matter on a particular hunt, you can still just try it out. Like on a rabbit hunt, your scent's not going to matter that much. Your sounds is going to matter a lot more, and your camo is not going to matter very much at all. So if they can see you, it's not that big of a deal. They're not really going to run because they see you. So something to consider about different types of hunt. And that's about learning the animals that you want to hunt. So plan your gear and plan your hunt. So when we talk about, like hunting rabbits, I don't bring a ton of camouflage. Usually I'm going in the summertime, or like, even though it's like technically summer, it's not like the hardest part of the summer. It's getting closer to fall, and it's warmer out, and I just want to go out in shorts and a t-shirt and just go do some casual hunting. I don't necessarily need a ton of gear to go rabbit hunting. So plan your hunt. If you're doing a bigger game hunt, you're going to need more gear. If you're doing something more casual just for the afternoon, or something like for an overnight camping trip, you're not going to need a ton of gear. Just really understand that whatever you're going to be hunting is going to have to take a plan, and that you're going to have to be a certain location at certain times in order to hunt it. And so just take that into consideration, take that in mind. So, and then the last thing is to learn as much as you can on your first hunt. So now we're actually getting into hunting, and so on the way there, on the drive there, be mentally preparing yourself for like the plan that you're going to be going through, the areas that you're going to be walking in. When do they typically, walk out? How does the animal usually behave? And learning these things and saying, hey, look, well, on my scouting trip, I went on 2 scouting trips before I ever went hunting. And so on that scouting trip, I found animals in this area, but I didn't find animals in that area. So I'm not going to even waste my time over there. I'm only going to hunt in the areas that I found animals in. Having that constant learning mentality of that I can get better and more efficient at this will make you a good hunter. So if you enjoyed this video and now you feel like you at least know the next steps that you can take, maybe some of them you've already taken out of order. It's not a perfect order that you necessarily have to take, but you might find some gaps in your hunting education. If you're a brand new hunter, that you might say, hey, look, I'm going to have to look into that, and I'll be a lot better of a hunter. If you are an experienced hunter, my goal with this video was something that you could have an organized tool to just be able to send one of your hunting friends and say, hey, look, check out this video. He actually does a fairly good job at explaining, the next steps that you're going to have to take and in what order, and that the fact that it's going to be a process that you're going through your whole life. So don't worry about your first hunt and trying to be the expert super, Semper Fi stealth hunter on your first try. That you can actually go out there and have fun even without killing an animal on your first, some of your first experiences with hunting and building these knowledge and skills. So if your goal is to have fun, you're going to love this video, and you're going to love the mentality that we have on this channel. So until next time, take care, guys.